Hello everybody, today I am here to share with you the things that I loved for the majority of 2017. I almost said 2007, whoa. I mean, obviously these things I didn't use like consistently throughout the year, but they're things that I wanted to mention because I loved them that much this past year. So, first thing I'm going to mention is this palette. I have two eyeshadow palettes. This is the first one that I'm going to mention. This is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. It's probably a mess. Hopefully you can't really tell that. But I did use this today. I decided to bust it out and use it today. I just love this palette. Daisy's trying to chase her tail in the room and there's really not enough room for that with all of my setup. Anyways, I just like this palette. I think mostly it's a good like all over palette, which you wouldn't think it is. Like looking at it, you wouldn't think it would be. I don't really ever touch the color in the center. I think that's more of like a cheek highlight, but I've never really used it very much. But the color Myth right here is a really nice matte transition color, a nice brown. I like to use Magic like in my crease. It's a darker brown. I also really like using Fairy, which is right here. That's a purple color, and Mystic, which is a really pretty light blue color as like eyeliners. That's what I used today. I also used Trance today. These two right here are like duochrome colors. I just really like this palette. Excuse me. I think it's different. It's not your everyday palette, but I think it's just so pretty. I'm hoping that you can still pick this up. I'm not positive on that, but that was definitely a favorite this year. I'm going to try not to spend too much time talking about stuff, and I spent way too much time talking about that because I have a lot of stuff. So the other eyeshadow palette that I was going to mention is this Viseart Petit Pro palette. Now I think there's a second one that has come out since this one. This is the first one though, and it just folds out like this. I keep the little plastic thing on there, I don't really know why. And this is also a bit messy too. Hopefully you can't see that either. The matte colors that are in this row right here are just so good. They're really nicely pigmented, they blend really well, and I think that's the key. They just blend really well. And then the shimmery shades are also really nice, but I love these matte shades. I bought this palette mostly because I am intrigued by the Viseart eyeshadows, and so I bought this to give them a shot. I definitely would love to get a bigger palette with mostly matte shades. I think they make a really good blendable matte eyeshadow. Okay, let's stay on makeup. I have a couple of highlighting products. I'm thinking about doing like a whole... Hi! Oh no, she's gonna get in my lap now. Stay there, okay? I know it's hard. It's so hard. I put lip gloss on my lips and it smells like candy, so she can smell that. Okay, you stay there. Good girl. You might see her nose pop up over here. I have some highlighting products. Like I was going to say, I'm thinking about doing like a highlighting video because I have so many favorite highlighting products. But anyways, I may or may not do that sometime soon. So these two go together for me. This is the Tartiest Pro Glow Liquid Highlighter in Stunner, and then this is the Tarte Spellbound Sprinkle Face and Body Glitter, because who doesn't need body glitter in their life? I put this on today. What I like to do is I take a little drop of this liquid highlighter, I blend it into my cheekbones, and then I take a brush and I apply some of this glitter along with the liquid highlighter. This is really just like a golden sparkle. I don't think I could really be able to show it to you very well, but it is such a pretty golden champagne color. And then this pretty much goes along with it too. It's just, I would also call this like a golden champagne color. Just really typical. I'm trying to talk in between Daisy crying because my husband's outside shuffling and she wants him to come in. I am so sorry guys, I really didn't want this video to be too long. But anyways, love these two together. Love them. Okay, the other highlighter that I wanted to mention is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I had been wanting one of their powders for so long. It is just a loose highlighting powder. This stuff is like highlighting goals. I would love to have more of the colors. I don't really need to. I feel like if it was easily accessible. Like I have to go on the Artist Couture website, as far as I know, to order it. I feel like if it was easier, I'd probably have more of these. This is a really pretty, again, golden, champagne-y kind of color, and it is very, very bright. It is not a highlighter for the for anybody who wants something subtle. So, okay. I have two brow products. These have kind of been my go-to brow products this year. This is a brow gel. I do still love the Benefit Gimme Brow, but this is cheaper, so it's nicer in that regard. This is the Soap & Glory Archery Volu-Boost Brow Fiber Gel in Talk of the Brown. Love this stuff. It has a little tiny brush, and you just brush that on. I love a tinted brow gel, so I really like that one. I will continue to buy it. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. I love using this with a little angled, thin little brush. As you can tell, I've used a lot of this. I want to say I'm getting pretty close to finishing it, but I think I've still got quite a ways to go with that. Really like that. I do have one blush that I want to mention. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Incandescent Electra. I have trouble saying that name. It doesn't just roll off the tongue. This is super pretty. This is quite shimmery. If I'm gonna go, you know, all out with my highlighter, I don't normally pair these two things together. I would go with more of a matte blush with one of those highlighters. So this is kind of like blush and highlight all in one, which is really nice. And I feel like this is just a very easy, everyday kind of peachy color, peachy pink color that is easy to wear just any time of the year. I have 3 mascaras, but I only have one, like here in my house. Unfortunately, I only have the one. So this is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I don't think I mentioned this in my 2016 favorites, but I'm sorry if I did. I feel like I've been loving this mascara for a really long time. Maybe it was in my 2015 and I just decided not to include it in the 2016. I don't know. Love this mascara. I picked up a couple more of them and I've been using it lately. Has a really nice wand. I don't know, it gives me really nice big volume, just kind of clumpy eyelashes. I was gonna say mascara. The other two that I wanted to mention, I'm gonna try to insert like a picture of them somewhere. The first one is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I love that stuff, and I'm pretty sure I found out about it this year, so I wanted to include that one. That one is pretty similar to the Stila one, and I think Stila might be cheaper. So like I say they're similar. They give me similar results is what I mean. And the other one, which I'm sure everybody's pretty familiar with, is the Loreal Lash Paradise mascara. That stuff is amazing. I mean, it gives me the same kind of results as the Stila and Marc Jacobs ones do, and it's way cheaper. So yeah, that was another good one. Wanted to mention that. I do have a picture of that on Instagram, so hopefully I'm posting that somewhere in here so that you can see that. Okay. Oh, one more makeup favorite, and that is the Coty Airspun loose face powder. I discovered this year, and I have really been enjoying this for a loose translucent, that is the color I've been using, translucent, finishing powder from the drugstore. I picked this up at Walmart. It's not expensive at all, and it does a really good job at setting my makeup. It is quite mattifying, quite drying. I have pretty dry skin, so I don't know how it would work on oilier skin. It works really good for me, and it's not expensive. I do have one brush to mention. I don't think you're going to be able to find this though. I googled it just now, and I think this range is sold out. So this brush came in a set of brushes that had the same wand and everything. This is from Tarte. I don't know what the brush set was called. I saw something online that was like make believe in yourself, because it had the same packaging as this stuff, you know, like this color. That's what it had going on the box. It came out the same time as that stuff. But I wanted to mention this because I absolutely love this for liquid foundation. It's amazing. And I would switch back to one of my old ones, and it wasn't nearly as good as this one. And so that's why I wanted to mention it. I know you probably can't get it, but this is a really good brush. If you do already have it, then maybe you already know how good it is, or if you can get your hands on it, then I would suggest getting it. because it is an amazing foundation brush. I actually washed it this morning, so I like touching it because it's nice and clean and soft. But this has just been perfect for liquid foundation this year. I love it. Okay, those are all my makeup favorites. Let's do hair. I don't have too much to talk about. This, I just had two things actually. This is the Bumble & Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Finish Spray. You guys heard me talk about this plenty this year. I really, really like this stuff. It gave me, this was good like as my hair started to get a little bit more oilier. It just gave me like that drying texture that was really nice when my hair wasn't like super clean. It was starting to get a little dirty. Like then it already has texture, but this just kind of gave it like a drying texture. And I really liked this when my hair was kind of curly, messy. I really enjoyed using that. Almost dropped it. One more hair product. I don't know if I've mentioned this a whole lot. I couldn't find it in like my notes or anything, so I'm sorry if I've already mentioned this a bunch of times. But this is the Bedhead TIGI Masterpiece Hairspray. I really like this stuff. I used to use the Kenra Platinum. I don't know which one it is. There's a hairspray by Kenra that I really like, but it's expensive. This stuff is way cheaper, and if you catch it on sale, it's like not expensive at all. So I really like this stuff. I wanted to mention it. It comes in a giant bottle, and yeah, it's just a good like all over kind of hairspray. It's kind of movable. I used it today. It's not like super crunchy or anything. I feel like this is just a good go-to hairspray. I don't really have skincare, but I have a couple that kind of fall into that category. The first one is the Bondi Sands Self-Tanning Lotion in Dark. I discovered this stuff this year. I ordered it on Amazon and I really, really liked it. I used it, I keep like Tarte tanning mitts and I just keep rinsing them and reusing those because they work really well. But I really like this lotion and I wanted to mention it. It smells nice. I don't remember it giving me that like self-tanning kind of smell too bad, maybe faintly, but not that bad. For the color payoff, it was totally worth it though. Did stain my sheets, so keep that in mind if you're going to use this. But this was just a really good self-tanner. I haven't been using it for months now, but that was really good this year. And then the other thing, I don't really know if this is skincare, but this is the Crystal Body Deodorant Stick, hypoallergenic fragrance and paraben free. I got this on Amazon. And it really works. I've been using this for quite some time, and let's see if I can get it all the way up. There's still so much more of it left. You just put this under running water, like in the sink, and apply it, and it works. It's so weird. It's weird, okay? I know it's weird. Alright, two perfume favorites, because I couldn't narrow it down to one. This is the Giorgio Armani Sun perfume. I absolutely love this stuff, you guys. Look how much of it I've used. This scent is just perfect. I just love it. I keep going back to it this year. Even when I buy new ones, I find myself picking this one back up every now and then, and I just really like it. I am not a very floral scented type of person. That's not what I like. I'm really bad at describing scents though. This isn't super masculine like some of the scents that I really like. This is just kind of very feminine, kind of strong, not floral though. More on like the spicy side, not really woodsy though. Maybe more on the spicy side. But I really like that one. There are 4 in the line. I haven't tried the other ones out, but I would like to. This is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. You can't get this right now, but I wanted to mention it because I loved it this summer, and it's gonna last me obviously quite some time. But it did put a pretty good dent in it. They sell this every year in summer, so check it out if you haven't already. This just smells like it's just the ultimate beach scent. I just love it. It's just so good. I'm gonna want to put it on today, and it's so not fitting for this time of the year, but I dug down in my drawers and found it because I knew I wanted to mention it today. Alright, I only have a couple more things. I can't believe I got this far through my list this fast, which you're probably thinking, it hasn't been that fast, Liz. This is my Kendra Scott necklace. Again, not sure if I've been mentioning this a whole lot. I don't know. This is my Kendra Scott necklace. It is the, ooh, I can't remember the name of the shape. I'll have it down below, or maybe I'll put it on the screen. This is it in the gray charcoal color, and then I'm also wearing it in the white. This one's like iridescent or something. The name. I'll put both of these down below, the colors. I just love these. They are so simple and so easy to pair with different things. I wanted to include the gray one as my favorite though, because this color is the one that I gravitate towards more than this one. But I've had this one longer, so I'm hoping I haven't mentioned it already in a favorites, like a yearly favorites. I don't think I have. Love those necklaces though. I also have a bracelet by them that I really like as well. The last thing I'm going to mention is Victoria Emerson. I have one of their wrap bracelets here that I have been loving this year. This is super neutral, super easy to pair with just about anything except for when you're wearing long sleeves like I am today. But this is the Silver Dorado on Ivory. That's the one I have in my hands right now. There are so many more wrap bracelets. I have more. I love them all. This one kind of goes from like a gray to a white to a silver, and then lots of silver, and then we're back to like, or no, not back to, we're then to clear. So I just find this one super easy to pair with different things. I just love these wrap bracelets. They're just so stinking cute to me. I love them. So I had to include one of them, and that one I think overall is kind of like my favorite for the year. Alright, that was everything. Yeah, that was everything. I can't believe I got through it. I was making this list and I was like, ooh, I have like lots more to talk about than I did the last time I did a yearly favorites. But anyways, that was everything. I didn't really include any fashion favorites. I mean, I could sit here and talk for days about my slip-on Vans, but I won't do that to you because it's boring. And I didn't really have any like fashion favorites this year. I didn't really get into fashion the way I normally do. But yeah, I didn't have anything that I really wanted to include in this video. So I was trying to keep it short and sweet. It wasn't, but I tried. My hair's getting on my nerves today. It's not cooperating. You can tell I keep playing with it. Now it looks fine right now. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. I will leave a list of everything that I mentioned in the description down below, so you can check that out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also hit the subscribe button. That means a lot to me. You can also follow me on Instagram at @HairByLizzieBug. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and until next time, bye. No, my hair doesn't look good. My hands are full. Get a little closer so you can check out my pretty eyeshadow.